Welcome back to another weekly market outlook brought to you by Ryan and Funding Frontier, where we'll be going over the weekly market outlook for gold USD. We'll be looking at potential trade ideas, we'll be looking at the overall bias of the week, we'll be looking at news events that may possibly affect the pair during the week. So, jumping straight into it. If we look at the previous week that we just printed, wow. What a dry week. And is it expected? Yes, we're getting closer to Christmas time. We're getting closer to New Year. It's the last month of the yearly candle. And it is expected. Every single year, volume starts to die down towards the end of the year. So looking at the candle itself, the previous weekly candle, we finished bearish. Yes. Could we break the previous highs? No. Could we break the previous lows? No. That to me is a clear indication that volume is dying down. We can't even break the previous high or low. We finished within the previous candle. Really bad price structure, really bad price action, making it very unpredictable for next week. How can we get into some potential trade ideas though? How can we get a bias for the week? What we have to do is go down the time frames. First of all, starting with the daily. So let's have a look at the daily. So from the weekly, very unpredictable. Of course, yes, we are in this range with the resistance up at 2715650, and we've got the weekly support at 2560685. We could see price range in here up until Christmas and New Year. Pretty expected. Anyhow, coming down to the daily, this is where we could get some more action, some more potential trade ideas. So, looking purely based off the daily, we've been stuck in this range for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trading days. So, with the daily support, we can't close outside of this range between 2625, 244, and the resistance being 2651911. And until we can break out of this range, there's a lack of direction in the market. We're stuck in this range. What we have to do, we have to wait for a closure below or above. Until we get that candle closing below or above with a clean closure, it's really hard to have an overall daily bias. So therefore, we wait for the closure. If we can get the closure above the most recent resistance, we have got lovely clean candle coming up to that weekly resistance that we spoke about. So yeah, on the daily, or say tomorrow on the Monday, we get the closure above, I will expect price to come up to the weekly resistance with the clean candle. And just similarly, if we get the closure below, I will expect price, close below our most recent support, I will expect price to fill again the clean candles to the left, coming down to the weekly support at 560,685. So there's two really nice biases based off the daily. If we can get the candle closure outside. I mean, if we still range within the daily all week, it's going to be really hard to get the overall weekly bias, but there's two really nice setups if we do get the closure. Now, we can still come down to the 4 hour. There will be some potential trade ideas. Again, similarly, based off the 4 hour, we do have the most recent support, 2653479, and then the most recent support. Again, very similar story. Closure above that area, we can expect price to come up to, oh, 1 second. First take profit idea would be 2665636. Now, this is just based off the 4 hour, guys. So, for those of you that are more swing traders or long-term holders throughout the day and the week, this would be applicable to you. But also applicable to those, for myself, I like to scalp based off the 15-minute time frame normally, but I always have to look at the 15, 30, hourly, 4 hour, daily. You have to look at all time frames. So it's very good to have an overall bias on the higher time frames anyway if you're a scalper or day trader in that. So yeah, the closure above, we have got the clean candles to the left, as you can see, filling that range. And even if we measure that range, it's still really nice. 110 pips, perfect. Again, if we get that closure above 2665636, more clean candles coming up to another take profit point, be 2678347, and so on all the way up to 2715 at that weekly resistance. very similar story again off the 4 hour, just the same as the daily. A closure below the support. I'll be looking for targets straight away at 2585. Got clean candles all the way down to there, and again after maybe later in the week we've got more clean candles coming down to 2560, 685, and then final targets of the 4 hour will be 2542, 500. So really nice setup based on them high time frames so far, if we can get them closures. Now what I like to do now is come down to the 1 hour, and now I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit because there's some really nice opportunities here too. So we've got our most recent support, 2631, and again most recent resistance again at 2644,428. See how now we can narrow down. There's ranges within ranges on the higher time frame. Does that make sense? So if we have a 4 hour range, yes, we've got range in the 4 hour, and we don't want to take a trade within that range off the 4 hour, but then you go down to time frames, then you start to see ranges within the higher time frame candles, so we can still take trades in them, which is really nice. Similar story, closure above 2644,428, clean candles up to that 4 hour resistance, and then to the downside we've got a closure below 2631,731 coming down to the most recent support here. So it does look really nice off that 1 hour. Then I come down to the half an hour and 15 minute. We can tighten that up now just to see if there's any more cleaner setups here. Now I'm just going to measure this range before I start getting into analysis. 18 pips, not liking that range there too much. And I'm going to measure this range, 30 pips, which is a lot nicer. So now we have a situation. The hourly support is still valid because we still have clean candles to the downside, coming down to this support here. So we've got a nice 30-40 pip range. So we do get the closure of the 15 minute. Being aware, Asian session is getting prepped and ready to go very soon in about 6, 7, 8 hours. So yeah, closure below 260,1743. I'll be looking for price to come down to 2628,137 as the first take profit point, and then lovely, look at this. I will have another take profit point before the clean candles. See, we've got these clean candles to the left. I will expect price to drive all the way down. However, TP1 here, and then we're going to go for the wick fill for TP2, 2624,140. Still with sales in mind, I'm just going to look for potential key levels for later in the week. So after that, I do want to see price close below 2615, 600, and then I'm going to look left, see if we've got clean candles. Yes, we do, which is really nice. So again, another potential trade idea. I want to see the closure below. This might be the Wednesday or the Thursday, coming down to fill this clean range, another 30 pips, which is real nice. Tighten that up a little bit, tidy that up, and then we're going to come up to these lows over here at 2609, 500, and then for this wick fill at 2605, 330. I mean, after that, it's even more beautiful, beautiful clean range. Look at these clean candles. So after that wick fill, say this is Thursday or Friday as well, just for you guys to get prepped for later in the week. So save these key levels. Below 2604,428 is this most recent support over here. Now below that, beautiful clean candles. Oh, what a setup this is, by the way. Beautiful setup for buys here. What a play that is. Taking liquidity down to the downside and then breaking that previous high and then bang. Anyway, going off on a tangent there. Yeah. So we get that closure below 2604, 500 area. Clean candles coming down to 2595, 800. So look out for that trade later in the week. That could be a beautiful move. Now, coming back to our most recent range on the 15 minute. So I'm going to be looking for buys above 2637,738. It's a bit rangy, yes, but we do have these nice clean candles. So we get a nice clean closure above there. First TP point, 2640,717. It's going to be real nice. And then I'm just going to expect price with volume to come up to 2644,428. Again, a closure above there. We have more clean candles. Come up to 2647,340. Another partials, I'll be taking profits at 2649 flat, and then obviously the final take profit coming up towards 2653,479. After that, it gets a bit rangy, choppy. I mean to say, sorry. So after that, I do want to see a closure above 2655687, and I'm just going to look left first just to confirm. Yeah, beautiful. I did think so. Lovely clean candles, as you can see here. And we'll ride that up to where's that line gone? We'll ride that up to 2. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. 2662270. So there we go. We have all our key levels. We have everything mapped out for the week. Could be a really nice week if we can get out that daily consolidation. We get a cleaner bias on the overall week. Let me just check the news for you guys. See if there's anything that's going to affect us during the week. Tomorrow, December the 9th, no news. Green flag, don't worry about any news. December the 10th, no red folder news, lovely. Wednesday we do have core CPI at 1:30 GMT. So CPI, stay away from that. Half an hour before the event starts, don't trade. When the event starts, don't trade. We can wait for it to settle for about half an hour, then you can trade again. Thursday, December the 12th, we have core PPI at 1:30 PM. We also have unemployment claims at 1:30 PM. Again, same rules apply. Don't trade during news. December the 13th, Friday, no news. So, Wednesday and Thursday, they're the days to look out for the news. Other than that, guys, looking real clean. If we can get them closures. So, jot down your notes. Make sure you please subscribe to the channel on YouTube and Funding Frontier. Subscribe to myself as well at Ryan Cruz Effects. That's me for the session. Over and out. Trade safe. Don't risk more than 2% per trade.